In Eldermere, the first thing people remember is not what they saw, but what they suddenly didn't hear. The birds were always there, stitched into the rhythm of the town, part of the air itself. Then, on a quiet Tuesday morning, they were gone. Not scattered. Not fleeing. Just removed, as if someone had erased them from the sky in a single, deliberate motion. The silence that followed felt wrong in a way no one could explain, like the world had lost a layer of itself. By the time the sun rose higher, confusion turned into unease, and unease into something closer to fear. That was when the three strangers arrived. They didn't come like normal travelers. They appeared as if the town had simply failed to notice them existing until that exact moment. Nerial, calm and unreadable. Called Ven, sharp and distorted, like reality struggled to keep him stable. And Ishra-9, something not entirely human, moving with a precision that felt mechanical and ancient at the same time. They didn't ask questions. They observed the empty sky like they already knew what had happened. Night brought no comfort. Without birds, the darkness felt heavier, deeper, almost aware. People reported dreams of falling through endless black corridors filled with faint feather-like shapes that dissolved before they could be touched. At the lighthouse, a man saw something forming in the sky, not clouds, not storm, but a vast circular absence, like a hole in the fabric of reality itself. When he tried to describe it, his words broke apart, as if language couldn't carry what he witnessed. By the second day, the strangers began marking the town with strange patterns and warnings that no one fully understood. They spoke of displacement, of time being misaligned, of something not gone but paused beyond perception. Dr. Halwyn tried to rationalize it, tried to anchor it in science, but every measurement betrayed him. Time itself was no longer consistent in Eldermere. It stretched and folded in ways that made no logical sense, like the town was slightly out of sync with the rest of the world. And then came the things between moments. Not fully seen, not fully formed, only noticed in the gaps of blinking, in the split second between thoughts. Shapes like birds, but wrong in every possible way, as if nature itself had been rewritten by something unfamiliar. They didn't move through space. They shifted through it, skipping reality like a broken recording. Even the strangers grew tense in their presence, as if this was not the first time such things had appeared. On the third day, the sky revealed what it had been hiding. It was no longer just empty, it had structure. A vast inverted geometry spread across it, like a nest built from impossible mathematics, holding within it countless suspended forms. The birds were not gone. They were contained. Stored. Frozen in a place that did not obey normal time. And the truth became unavoidable: Eldermere was not an isolated incident. It was part of a cycle. When the birds returned, it was not relief that followed, but distortion. They came back wrong, moving without intent, landing without awareness, staring without recognition. Life had returned to them, but something essential had been stripped away. The town didn't celebrate. It watched, unsure whether it had just survived something, or been marked by it. And when the 72nd hour arrived, everything stopped. Not disappeared. Not ended. Just frozen, as if the entire region had been held in place by an unseen hand. Birds suspended mid-air. People mid-step. Even the wind refused to continue. In that absolute stillness, the last thing anyone understood, before thought itself locked away, was that this was never about disappearance. It was preparation.